Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all. Welcome to today's English class with Teacher Liana. For today, we are going to focus on Unit 5, Food and Health. And please turn to page 55. Today's learning objective is I can talk about food and meals. So, what are we going to learn today? The first one is countable and uncountable nouns, and the second one is quantifiers. Okay, but first, before we proceed, let us recall what is a noun. Nouns are all the things around you, benda yang ada di sekeliling kamu, di sekeliling kita. Dan nouns ni menggunakan 5 deria rasa kita. Use your 5 senses. Apa yang kamu nampak, what you can see, what you can listen, what you can touch, what you can taste, and what you can smell are all nouns. Benda-benda ni yang kamu boleh nampak, boleh dengar, boleh sentuh, boleh rasa dan boleh hidup adalah nouns. So now we are going to focus on countable nouns. Okay, countable nouns are things that you can count. Benda yang kamu boleh kira. Second one is it is either in singular or plural forms, and we use a or an to describe, to put in front of the countable nouns, and we can put any numbers in front of the countable noun. For example, a book, 2 books. Benda-benda yang kita boleh kira. Okay, now we are going to look at the examples of countable nouns. Okay, we have 2 here, singular and plural. We are going to look at the singular first. Okay, the first one is a pencil. Singular ni maksud dia satu. Jadi maknanya benda tu cuma ada satu saja. Just like the picture here, we have one pencil, a pencil. And then we are going to look at the second picture, a book. Okay, the third one is an apple. Okay, why do we use an here? It is because apple is the first letter is a vowel, A-E-I-O-U. Okay, now we are going to look at plural. Plural pencils. There are 4 pencils here. You can use pencils, and 3 books. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one are apples. Remember to put S at the end of the nouns. So now we are going to look at uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are things that you cannot count. Benda yang kamu tak boleh nak kira. There are no plural forms. We do not use a or an. We cannot put any numbers in front of the uncountable noun. Okay, now we are going to look at the examples. Okay, these are the examples for uncountable nouns. The first one is juice. Okay, juice adalah juice. Apa-apa saja benda yang liquid, air, semuanya akan masuk dalam uncountable nouns. Okay, the second one is salt, garam. We cannot count salt. Kita tak boleh kira berapa butir garam tu. Okay, the third one is rice. Rice, kita tak boleh kira rice. Okay, the fourth one is meat. Meat also we cannot count. Okay, honey. honey madu, also the same as the others. Okay, the last one is cheese. Cheese also we cannot count. Okay, now we are going to look at now we are going to try. Okay, so now we are going to try the exercise. Okay, practice 1. Find examples of the words below in the text on pages 52 and 53, which are countable and which are uncountable. Add the words to rules 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to 2 is means 1 is countable, 2 is uncountable. You just have to categorize these words into these nouns into 2 categories. The first one is countable and the next one is uncountable. Okay, you may pause the video to do the exercise by yourself, and then we are going to discuss the answers. Okay, I hope you have done answering all the questions. Now we are going to look at the answers. Okay, these are the answers. Countable nouns: apple, egg, sweet and snack. Uncountable: juice, bread, pasta and water. I hope you got all correct for this one. Okay, moving on. Okay, now we are going to look at quantifiers. There are 5 examples here. There are more, but we are going to focus on 5 for now. Okay, the first one is some. Some ni adalah macam sikit, ada beberapa. Any, mana-mana. Many, banyak. But it is used for countable nouns. Okay, much also means the same, banyak, but it is for uncountable noun. A lot of means banyak. And it can be used for both uncountable and countable. Okay, now we are going to look at the next part. Okay, this is practice 2. Look at the pictures and complete the sentences. You have to refer to the pictures and answer the following questions. You may pause the video and then check for the answers. So, these are the answers for practice 2. We are going to read together. Uncountable. How much? As you can see here, for uncountable we use much. There's a lot of pasta. There's some rice. Okay, you can see here in the picture some rice. Okay, there isn't much cheese. Cheese tak ada banyak sangat. And there isn't any meat. Langsung tak ada daging. Okay, now we are going to look at countable. Boleh dikira. Okay, we use how many. There are a lot of vegetable. As you can see here, there are a lot of vegetable in the picture. Okay, there are some pears. Ada beberapa buah pear. There are not many grapes. Okay, tak banyak grapes. And there aren't any crepes. No crepes in the picture. Okay, I hope you got all correct for this one as well. Moving on. Okay, look at the sentences in exercise 2 and choose the correct words in rules 1 to 3. Okay, just like I said before, we use much or many with uncountable nouns. Okay, which one is the correct answer? Yes, much. we use much for uncountable nouns. Okay, the next one, we use much or many with countable nouns. Okay, as you can see here, we use many for countable nouns. Benda yang boleh dikira kita kena guna many, benda yang tak boleh dikira kita guna much. We often use any, much and many in questions and negative sentences. Okay, we use any, much and many for question untuk soalan dan negative statement. Apa-apa benda negatif, ayat negatif kita kena guna. Selalunya kita akan guna any, much and many. Kena antara tiga ni. Okay. The next one, we use some, any and a lot of with countable and uncountable noun. Okay, kita akan guna some, any and a lot of untuk countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, now by referring to the rules, you have to answer these questions. Okay, you may pause the video and answer all the questions, and then you can check the answers. Okay, now we are going to discuss the answers. Let's take a look at the first question. How meat do vegetarians eat? Okay, vegetarians ni adalah orang yang tak makan daging. Dia makan sayur-sayuran je. And since meat is an uncountable noun, so kita akan letak much. Kita tak boleh letak many. Sebab meat benda yang tak boleh dikira. Okay, now we are going to look at this one. They don't eat any, much, many meat. Okay, since this is a negative sentence, we are going to look at the third rule. Third rule. Okay. Any, much, many, meat. Tiga-tiga ada. But we cannot put many because many is for countable noun. Benda yang boleh kira. Okay, much. Much ni tak makan banyak pun dia makan sikit. Tapi vegetarians dia memang langsung tak makan daging. So the most suitable answer would be any. Okay, let's take a look at number 2. How vitamins are they in white rice? Okay, vitamins adalah countable nouns. So we put many. Okay, the second sentence. There aren't many, much, some vitamins in white rice. Okay, since this is also a negative statement, so we have to look at the third rule again. Kita tak boleh guna some sebab tak ada any, much, many. Some tak boleh. So we have many or much. Okay, we also cannot use much because vitamins are countable nouns. So the most appropriate answer would be many. Okay, the third one. How much fat? Okay, the reason why I chose much is because fat is an uncountable noun. Kita tak boleh kira lemak tu berapa banyak. Okay. Let's look at the second sentence. There's a lot of, much, many fat in chocolate. Okay, this one is a positive sentence. So we have to look at the fourth rule. Some, any, a lot of. Okay, so the most suitable answer would be a lot of. Much tak ada dekat sini. Many pun tak sesuai. Lagipun dia tak ada kat sini. Sebab many adalah untuk countable noun. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. How fruit is there in fizzy drinks? Okay, fruit is also an uncountable noun. Fruit kita tak boleh kira. Kalau orange, apple semua tu boleh kira. Tapi fruit ni merangkumi semua. So we cannot count. Because there's a lot of fruit. Okay, so we put much. Okay, the second sentence. There isn't usually much, many, some fruit in fizzy drinks. Okay, this is a negative statement, so we have to look at the third rule. Okay, so we have some we cannot use because there is no sum here. So we left with much and many. Okay, much, many we cannot use because it is for countable noun. So we have much as the answer. We use much. Okay, the last question. How people can't eat nuts? Okay, people is a countable noun. Kita boleh kira berapa orang, 1 orang, 2 orang, 3 orang. So the most, so kita pilih many. There are some, much, any people who can't eat nuts. Okay, they are. Kita kena tengok fourth rules. Much tak boleh guna. Any ni pun tak sesuai. So the most suitable answer would be some. Okay, we have come to the end. Great job, everyone. After you have done copying all the answers, you can send screenshot of your work and then send them to my WhatsApp or my Telegram. Okay. That's all for today's lesson. See you in the next lesson. Bye.